You know that feeling when you look back at your life and suddenly none of it makes sense anymore? That career you thought was building towards something random. That relationship you thought was destiny, accident. That version of you from 5 years ago who was so certain about where this was all going. He was writing a story, a clean story, a meaningful one, beginning, middle, end. And you just realized he made the whole thing up. There's a word for this. It's called Nodus Tollens. And once you see it, you can't unsee what your brain has been doing your entire life. Here's the part nobody tells you about being human. Your brain isn't a camera. It doesn't record reality. It's a novelist. It takes coincidence, failure, randomness, and stitches them into a plot. I got rejected so I could find my real path. That breakup happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. No, everything just happens. The meaning comes later. This is narrative bias. Your mind constantly rewriting the past to keep the story coherent. And it works. Until it doesn't. Maybe you hit 30 and realize the temporary job became your life. Maybe you notice you've been playing a version of yourself for years. Maybe you're lying awake at night and your entire past suddenly feels improvised. That's Nodus Tollens. The moment the story collapses and you're left asking something terrifying. Was any of it real? Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most people don't sit with this feeling. They panic, and then they write a new story. That was my old life. Now I finally understand who I am. This time, it makes sense. For a while, it works, until it doesn't. So you write another one. You're not living your life, you're editing it, trying to make randomness feel intentional. Now pause with me for a second. What if there is no grand narrative? What if your life isn't a story at all? What if it's just moments, one after another? No arc, no reveal, no satisfying conclusion waiting at the end. If that thought feels unsettling, good. That means you're actually seeing it. I want to hear from you. When did your story stop making sense? A breakup? A job? A birthday? Or a random Tuesday when nothing happened at all? Leave it in the comments. And if you've never felt this, if your story still feels perfectly solid, that's not peace. That's the moment right before it cracks. Here's the real terror of Nodus Tollens. It's not that life has no meaning. It's realizing you've been manufacturing meaning your entire life, and you just caught yourself doing it. Like noticing the strings while you're still dancing. Now you're stuck. Do you let go and fall into chaos? Or do you keep moving, knowing the performance is partly a lie? Most people choose the story, because humans aren't truth-seeking creatures. We're meaning-addicted creatures. We'll believe in fate, destiny, karma, divine plans, simulation theory, anything that puts us back inside a narrative. Nodus Tollens is withdrawal. So what do you do with this? I don't think you do anything with it. Maybe you let your brain keep telling stories, but you stop worshiping them. Maybe you stop asking, what does my life mean? And start asking, what am I actually doing right now? Or maybe you'll forget this video in a week and slip back into the plot. That's okay. But you felt the strings, just now, and you won't completely unfeel them. I'm the NPC, and you just noticed the script.